Hello everyone, and welcome to this video in which I'll show you how to use a module that you can use to add fully customizable special track elements in NoLimits 2, as you can see on screen. Please let me introduce myself shortly. My name is Frank. I've got a huge passion for the amusement industry. I love theme parks, roller coasters, you name it. And professionally I work as an engineer at an amusement ride supplier. And quite recently I've rediscovered my hobby for NoLimits, specifically the scripting part. And actually thanks to an academic minor about roller coaster engineering that I was a tutor for. Students had to design a roller coaster in NoLimits, and one of the questions I got was about adding drop tracks, tilt tracks, etc. And well, this got me to work on a module to add fully customizable special track elements that anyone without scripting knowledge or experience can use. And in this video I will show you how to use this module. So I've opened up a park with a coaster in which we find one special track element right here. And well, as you can see, we have a kind of weird section in between the target or the start block and the target block. But this doesn't matter since this is actually gonna be a hidden coaster. So basically, once you've set up the coaster and you know where you want the special track to be and you know where it wants to end, you can actually choose import coaster, choose the same part that you're already working in, and then also select the same coaster. And then you'll see nothing happened, but actually something did happen. We can rename the current coaster that's been selected. Call it something else, make sure it has no trains and no scripts, click OK, and now you'll see that you have two coasters with the exact same wireframe. But we want to freeze this coaster, but first let's hide those elements that we don't want to see. So select them, go to style settings and make them invisible. And actually you can also remove those triggers here. And yeah, so now we can freeze it. This is all good. Now you can see we have only one wireframe coaster left, which is this one. And yeah, so let's have a look at the settings or the coaster properties here. You can choose any style as long as you have, well, good looking custom tracks and trains, of course. Mode, I kept everything at default. Trains, you have to make sure it has trains, of course. Colors, choose any color, just as usual. And then go to the scripts tab and add first the class path, which is going to be your park folder, and this folder here, special track item, select it, and then select class and choose HiddenCoaster.nlvm. Keep the private virtual machine off, that's good. Click OK, and let's save it for now. So we've added one script, and actually for this module to work you need this list of scripts. So CustomTrainObject, helper methods, hidden coaster, the one we just assigned to the coaster, and SpecialTrackEvent. So attach this one to the coaster. Then let's first have a look at the trains. These are from JBS Coasters. Go check them out. I'll put a link in the description. I think those are the most detailed modern instrument trains that I've ever seen. This is a toned down version, of course, because I don't want to take any credit for his work. So there's that. Select the custom object here. Go to the scripts tab and you need to add the custom train object script, which is found in the same folder. So custom train object, that's all good. And when you do your own custom train object, make sure you add the same script parameters or the script will not work. So that is fine. And you can also do the same for the bogies that you have. Also add the same script and the same parameters. And make sure you get all the settings correct. So you need to call it either custom coach or custom bogie. Select the parent coaster, which is going to be the gyro track coaster, the one that you're going to hide. And then you can also assign the train object to a certain train or a certain position on the train, so you can fully customize your trains still. That's all fine. You need to do this for every object. And then we have the most interesting part, which is the custom track. So let's see what we have. Let's select it first and make sure, go to the scripts tab, make sure you add the special track event script. This one, okay. Click save, and again, when you do your own, make sure you add these parameters and you use this script. Click save, that's fine. And now let's have a look at the input that we need. So first you're gonna need to line it out perfectly with the wireframe coaster, or it doesn't have to be perfect, but to make it look good it has to be perfect. And keep in mind this position and rotation. And yeah, then we see here the custom parameters. So 3 text files, a start and reset trigger, a start block and target block. We can actually already find or assign the triggers. So the start trigger is found here. This will activate the whole special track event. So let's choose it, special track start. Reset trigger will reset the custom track to its original position. And then we have start block, which will be Gyro track coaster / special track start. It's this one. And the target block is going to be this one. And now keep in mind that it's important for the start and target block that it is a block break with a complete stop. So this goes for the start block and also the target block, also complete stop. Okay. So that's all of those. Then waiting time, when the train enters the track, it's going to stop some point and then wait a few seconds before it actually starts moving. You could put it at 0, you can put it at 1 second, whatever you like. So that's that. And then let's have a look at the target position and rotation file. And basically what we need to specify in this file is the target location and rotation, which in this case is here. You can see it perfectly lines out again. So we need to get a file and specify the position and rotation. I've already prepared such a file. It looks like this. You can see the x coordinate is the same, y is the same, z is the same, and then also the rotation parameters are also found here. So let's save this file and assign it, this one. And now let's have a look at the sequences file. So again, this is going to be a text file, already prepared it again, where we say from the start position, so let me just quickly set it back to its original position here, we're going to move and rotate the custom track. So this one line is going to be one sequence, and this is going to be the second sequence. So the first sequence is going to do not do any movement. But the rotation about x is going to be minus 10 degrees, and it will be rotated by plus 45 degrees around the y-axis within 5 seconds. And then according to these animation types or acceleration, the first 2 are for the distance change. Since we have no distance here, this can be anything, doesn't matter. And then here for the rotation, that's these 2. And now you ask, what are these kind of texts? Well, if we go to this website here, we can see a selection of movements. If you use the script, you can see what all the options that you have. I added 13 different ones. For now, we use each quadratic and each sine, and then these ones are going to say, do we want accelerating motion or decelerating motion? We can choose whatever. And for the second sequence, we move the track down by 2.7 meters. So let's save and assign it. This one, final one, the reset sequences, which is pretty much the same as the sequences file. For this one, we're doing only one sequence where we say we want everything to go back to its original value in one go. We can split it up as well, but for now, let's just do one. Assign it. Let's see, reset sequences. That's fine. Yes, and for now, let me not hide the wireframe just to show you how this works. So let's save, leave editor, and go. Now we need to wait for the train a little. It arrives, it's past the trigger. You can see the hidden train will do its thing. Sequences are being done now. Let's speed this up. Train is still waiting. Here we go, and here's the reset trigger, and now it goes back to its original position. So it's as easy as that. So say we want more sequences, this is totally fine. We can actually say, well, let's copy paste this line here and say we want nothing at all to happen, but we need to wait 2 seconds. That's fine. And why not go crazy and add an additional 100 lines, like you see here. Okay. And now for the reset sequences, let's split up the motion. So we want the motion to go up first without rotation, like so. And yeah, let's keep these all the same for now. So motion first and then rotation for the second one. Let's save and go back to the simulator and see what we get. So train arrives, stands still, waits a few seconds, starts moving, drops down, all good, and now it's waiting again, and here we have the 100 lines that we assigned. Comes back perfectly smooth, and now it waits for the train. And let's see if we got the reset sequences right, so it goes up first and then does rotation. So that's the whole event. So you see, it's really easy to add and remove or edit sequences and also for the reset sequences. But now I've shown you a coaster where the target block is at a different position than the start block. And let's say we don't want this, we have a continuous track. And I've made another coaster to show that this is also possible. Here it is. Stops on the track, it will do sequences. So you can see it goes up and down, and now it passes the reset trigger here. That resets the whole event too, so you still need it. But we have no reset sequences, which is logical because we ended up at the same position as we started. To do this, basically all you need to change is the target block. You want this to be the same block as you chose for the start block. So as you can see, the blocks are the same here, and this does the trick. So it's as easy as that, really. Once you're set up and you want different sequences, it's as you saw, it's just adding lines, removing lines, adjusting the timing. Whatever you need to do or want to do, you can do. So I think that's really cool. So use it. Just try everything out, see what goes wrong, see what goes right. I think the script will tell you everything that you need when something goes wrong. Do you still find any bugs? Just let me know. If you have any questions or need help, just let me know. So have lots of fun with it. I hope to see some very crazy coaster designs, and talk to you later. Bye bye.